Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to talk about draft prospect Mykel Williams. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content or NFL content. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. And if you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to talk about a draft prospect, Mykel Williams. And Mykel Williams played his college ball at the University of Georgia. He goes about 6'5", 265 pounds. And he is one of those guys that I think the Falcons should look at drafting with our first round pick. He is one of those guys that's very physical at the point of attack, has very long arms, and does a good job of getting in passing lanes and batting down passes and things of that nature. He had 14 sacks at the University of Georgia in his career, 23 tackles for loss. And he's one of those guys that reminds me of Greg Rousseau. Also reminds me of Trayvon Walker, who also played at Georgia a couple seasons ago and was drafted by the Jaguars. And he's turned out to be a pretty good pro. He had 10 sacks last year for the Jacksonville Jaguars and Trayvon Walker. So I definitely think that Mykel Williams is one of those guys that can help this Atlanta Falcons team. He's a guy that's the prototypical defensive end, but he's one of those guys, when I looked at his highlights and things of that nature, that did rush with his hand in the dirt and also rushed in the 2-point stance. But he's really good at setting the edge in the run game. And I really feel like that's something that could help our Atlanta Falcons. I really feel like this Atlanta Falcons defense next season, we have to continue to improve our rush defense. If you look at the good defenses in the league, the Eagles that are in the Super Bowl, the Chiefs that are in the Super Bowl, those teams are really good at stopping the run. And I really feel like the Falcons over the last, I'll say decade, we've struggled to stop the run. And that really is one of the biggest issues with our pass rush in general. I stated this numerous times that you have to be able to create negative plays on first and second down to put teams in third in long situations or third and medium situations, which gives you the privilege to rush the quarterback. So I really feel like the Atlanta Falcons have been in way too many third and short situations over the last couple years, which have hurt our team. And that's why we've been bad when it comes to getting off the field on third downs. And I feel like Mykel Williams could be one of the solutions to that problem, because he's one of those guys, if you go watch his tape, he's a menace. He wreaks havoc in the backfield. He's really good at stopping the run. He's also good at, when he gets to the quarterback, because of those long arms, of knocking the ball out of the quarterback's hand and creating forced fumbles and things of that nature. So I do believe that he could turn into a really good pass rusher in the league. He still is a little bit raw, meaning he's going to need time to develop. But I do think that he could still be like a day one starter because of his prowess as far as being 6'5", 265, his ability to set the edge, his ability to be a menace in the run game and stop the run will make him an asset to our Atlanta Falcons team. And he does also have that ability to move up and down the defensive line. So not only at Georgia did he play on the edge as a defensive end / outside linebacker, but at times they moved him on the inside of the interior of the defensive line on third and long situations. And at times he played the 3-tech position as well. So I really feel like he could add a lot of value to our Atlanta Falcons defense because of his versatility. And I like, having guys that are 6'5", guys that have really, really long arms, because it makes it hard for opposing offensive linemen to hold those guys, meaning hold them from getting to the passer. He's one of those guys that extends his arms, does a good job when he's on the edge of extending his arms, which creates separation so he can get around the edge and either make a play in the backfield on the running back or make a play at the quarterback. But he is really good also at using his speed and power. So for his size, he is a guy that's really athletic. I don't believe he's super fast, like one of the fastest defensive linemen in the league or in college, but he's for his size of being 6'5", he's a really good athlete. Like I said, I seen him chase down quarterbacks during the highlights and things of that nature that I watched in the film that I seen of him. And another thing that I really liked about his tape was he's a guy that uses his hands. And when I watch pass rushers, I look at how active the pass rusher's hands are. Is he good at swiping down the offensive lineman's hands? Is he good at ripping through and going at the quarterback or going into the backfield? And that's something that I did see in Mykel Williams' film. Is he's really good at using his hands and engaging with the offensive lineman, getting them off him with his long arms, extending that arm to separate, and then getting into the backfield and making a play. He also did a good job of hustling. I've seen a lot of times in his film where he made tackles where the run was going to the opposite side, and he came across the backside and made the tackle from behind the quarterback or behind the running back. So he chased down a lot of plays as well at Georgia. So with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts on Mykel Williams. Do you think that he'll be a good fit for our Atlanta Falcons? I definitely think he'll be one of those guys that could help this Atlanta Falcons defense improve not only our run defense, but also wreak havoc in the passing game as far as rushing the passer. So with that being said, I have a lot more content coming for you guys. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy my content, hit that like button for your boy. Hit that subscribe button for your boy. But as always, Falcons Nation, rise up. Be blessed. Peace.